Hi everyone, welcome to our weekly Dungeons and Dragons show with the Punch Drunk Champions. Oh my god, I don't even have that written down. Can I just say, I don't have that written down. I just did it. Hi everyone, oh my.
This is the
take.
I didn't think the clip in the beginning would be like in the first 5 or 6 seconds.
It's just
Starting off crying, that's how you know it's good. Hi everyone, welcome to our weekly Dungeons & Dragons show with the casual ones. If this is your first time watching, then welcome. We're a group of friends who play a whole bunch of TTRPGs and roll terribly while we do it. Make sure you check our playlists on YouTube if you want to see any of our past episodes. Sometimes we do play games outside of D&D. We play a whole bunch of different systems. If you want to see more, again, make sure you're checking out our channel. They're all in these very convenient playlists. And if you do enjoy our games and our content, feel free to throw us some, likes, comments, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'd really appreciate it. It helps us out. And if you would like to come chat with us, we actually have a Discord channel that's available. If you open up the fold underneath the YouTube video, there's a little link tree. Go into there. You can join our Discord, and we talk about a whole bunch of stuff, like video games and new systems and D&D and wildfires. Topical.
Because of my lungs and eyes are
seriously
bad.
though, stay safe out there, everybody.
Yeah.
With that being said, let's go ahead and see where we last left our heroes. So, U6, name ambiguous. Currently on your way to, and have arrived in, the village of Ingsa to investigate some ruins that seem to be of the old world at the request of the Kingdom of Kor. Along the way, run into some hardships, found out that the very new it's newspaper's new here, have sort of been writing against you in some ways, and you also seem to be tracked and hunted in other ways. So I've recently decided to make Silas and Lux a more disappeared group, while still trying to go through and fulfill the request. Having arrived, you quickly found out that this place is not necessarily up to the standards of previous locations you had been. Met some of the locals who are very small town oriented, and visited Overgrowth, which is a large cathedral, overgrown and devoted to the goddess of life, mother of all, Inera. While investigating the grounds of Overgrowth, you decided to look to see if there was anything odd at this cathedral. You found a locked door which led to a basement, which you quickly picked and snuck down into. You discovered a odd circular stone disc in the middle of the floor where they seemed to be storing furniture that they weren't using at the moment. But you weren't able to really discern anything from that. From the disc, not from the furniture. You quickly heard somebody entering the basement and proceeded to teleport into a nearby alleyway, using the teleport spell for the first time to get out of somewhere, get out of a sticky situation, perhaps.
successfully.
Yeah, to not get in trouble.
It was
Makes
very
complete sense.
successful. Absolutely.
We're basically heist masters now.
Yeah.
We didn't take the thing I was holding, but besides that, yeah, we're on
Yeah.
It was a several 100-pound stone after all, I guess.
Yeah, it was big. It was heavy. Having arrived safely out into the alleyway, you then made your way back into the grounds of Overgrowth to not arouse suspicion at having randomly disappeared. You spent the next little while sort of just perusing the grounds, admiring some of the floral nature that surrounded you, and perhaps picking some of the fruits off the trees that were open to the public. With that done,
ate a whole bushels of bananas for sure. He's definitely gonna have some problems.
well, I mean, that solves a lot of problems if you think about it. You know what I
Well,
mean?
it depends on how many you ate, because it's like 15 or 16 for sure.
That's a lot. You have so
There's
much
at least 3 or 4
potassium,
more
though.
tucked into his cloak.
He did combo that with the water he drank with a fork previously.
Oh no.
That's a bad diet.
After feeling confident, though, that you had made sure that no one was onto your sneaky deeds, you made your way back to both the Courageous Lion and the Gazelle. Not sure how you're going to split up who's spending the night where.
Yeah, you know, the dejectedly Shard would have like ended up staying the night at
I
the.
think you mispronounced your name.
No, I don't believe
Every-
it.
every
He didn't-
session,
I
huh?
didn't hear you. I didn't hear you clearly. so.
Shard. Shard.
Weird emphasis
Shard.
on the end.
It's the shard.
Yeah, definitely out of guilt went to the place we were first offered a room against our will, kinda. I don't even
The
know how that
Courageous
happened.
Lion, I believe it was.
Yeah, the courageous lion.
Yeah.
I mean, Thorn is perfectly happy bringing 5 keys back and just crashing there. So
Yeah.
No, I go back to the lion.
And the rest, if you choose to go elsewhere, you're easily would have acquired rooms at the Gazelle, which is a nicer place, though there isn't anything, again, a very high standard here. This is a fairly small village. And you all settled down for the night. With that being said, I need everybody to roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Rude.
Overnight.
Okay,
Wisdom.
I guess.
Wisdom.
Got a question for you. Is this by any chance against being charmed?
It is not.
Okay.
I got 23.
Ooh, natural 20.
I also got a natural 20.
Ooh,
damn.
okay.
24.
22.
Too busy concentrating on trying to find a place to clean off the thing that passes as a mattress in this place.
Strictly, why wasn't your number
Oh.
very high?
Hold on. This might change things. I misread. It is not a wisdom save.
Oh no.
It's a charisma save. Aaron, you should be happier. I think, aren't you?
Charisma,
Do we need to
Hey,
re-roll?
the-
or
the roll
use,
is
use the same roll. I'm not going to force you to re-roll it.
Modify.
Just
Okay.
change what your modifier
much
would be.
worse for me.
Fine, 22.
22. Okay,
Yeah, my final score is the exact same, 21.
perfect.
My
9.
22 goes down to a 16.
Holy shit.
That's
Really?
great.
I
Not
didn't
a
think anybody
talker.
was going to get hit that bad. Whew.
My
My bad.
11 goes to a 9.
Okay.
It's bad.
I also got a 9.
You also got
Oh,
it. Okay,
no.
so Charlie, Thorn, and Lux, you all fail.
Yep.
But that's it.
So you said you're all fine, right? That's
Yep.
what you said? Okay.
You.
Yeah, he didn't say anything otherwise.
I will say the three of you have a very pleasant sleep, and the other three of you also have a very pleasant sleep.
Not bad.
Before too
They don't
long,
even stuff the
Insight
pillows
check.
here. That's incredible.
yeah. Before too long though, the daylight breaks. For the people who are staying at the Courageous Lion, there aren't really the blinds that are wooden on the windows don't do a very good job. A lot of them are askew and probably require some fixing and maintenance, and they clearly haven't gotten that. But as the sun rises, you all begin to wake up, and the day is yours.
Long rest, actually.
Long rest. You do all receive a
Yes.
long rest.
Right.
You know
Where do I
that-
put the
Love
curse,
that.
though?
There's no curse.
Cool.
Silas is up like just before dawn doing his calisthenics. You know, it's like, just because I'm in disguise doesn't mean I can't keep care of myself.
Does Shard keeps care of himself?
Tries to.
Thorn is probably out there doing something similar. Not calisthenics, probably just like push-ups or something.
Yeah.
Fair.
Important to, stay limber.
So,
Assuming Delphine and Charlie like stayed at the Gazelle, which I think
Yeah.
was the plan,
Mhm.
I will just continue sleeping until someone wakes me up.
Okay.
Delphine, Delphine,
What?
it's morning.
It's like bear. Sure, I guess this is morning. Sure.
I
Okay.
go over to the window and
Yeah,
Open all
the
the blinds.
sunlight comes streaming in.
Charlie, this is never going to get easier.
sure it will. Eventually,
liked
get
you,
into the
but-
routine of me waking you up every day.
Yeah, I feel like this might put a damper on our friendship. Did
okay.
you sleep all right?
Yeah, nothing crazy.
All right. Well,
You?
yeah. I mean, we didn't get woken up by spiders or anything, so real or metal.
Well, metal's still real.
Right. I guess I mean organic. That's a word Ralajivar would use for that.
Well, should we try and find them?
I guess.
They might be, passed out in their own vomit.
That would be funny. All right, let's go.
Thorn, what do you call this? You're lifting a heavy thing over and over.
Trying not die.
Right now?
Well, if I practice lifting now, then when important, I not die.
Interesting. Like research for the muscles.
Yes. Yes.
It helps him half.
It helps him half.
Yeah, I've heard of this workout, the not die workout.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Shard did dance to help him,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yes. I was dancing and stretching, but if it looks like a dance to you, that's fine.
Pretty dance, so
Do like a
Pretty dead.
big stretch over to the side. It very much looks like a ballerina stretch. Crescent moon.
That's
Bring
some
the legs up.
high-quality
Do the thigh stretch with the legs up and out.
stuff. Legs over
important
the
to be-
head.
And it's
I
important
find
to
a
be
bigger
limber.
rock to lift.
Well, strength is impressive, Thorn, but it's important to stay limber. See, what I've learned is that when I get knocked out, I go limp. I don't tense up against it. That's why I don't get as hurt.
Not very familiar, so
Yeah.
And Thorn, you should always have a partner just in case the rock falls on you.
I mean rock fall on me many times. It helped make stronger too. Very important to get rock off if it fall on you.
Yeah,
This
but
is true.
if you do have somebody there to help you, it might be a bit easier to get that rock off of you.
If easier, then what point? If hard, then I get stronger, not die.
That is a good point.
Yes, but the heavier the rock you keep lifting, because the stronger you're going to get, the better chance it's going to crush you someday.
Whoops.
That's the law of the jungle, Lux, right?
Yeah, whatever happens.
Biggest rock crushes all.
I admire the way that you live, Thorn. I wish I could be like you.
Just smiles, picks up a rock, puts it down.
We got to find
mean-
him a bigger rock.
It may become useful for sneaking into basements and trying to lift the tiling out. If that's, going to keep happening for us.
Is there anybody else around us right now?
So I'm just walking through the
It's pretty
streets.
early in the morning. There's not really many people out and about right now.
Just talking about tiling. No one... Okay, fair.
Yeah, we look like Tyler's.
I have no
Ones
idea what
who
we
tile.
look
Yeah.
like.
Let's go find Charlie and Delphine, and we'll figure out where to go from here.
If they're
That's a good
awake.
plan.
Charlie will be. Delphine, I don't think so. I think it's a bit too early.
Mm.
Noon
Sun's
is too
still
early
making its
for
way up.
Delphine.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think the sun needs to be coming down for it to be morning.
a little bit. Yeah, kind of like an opposite scale. The sun coming.
What are you
down
talking
as-
about? That's very rude.
Morning.
I was up with the birds or whatever they say. What are you doing with that rock, Thorn?
I'm lifting.
He's
doing
trying not to
research for the
crush
muscles.
himself.
Also that.
Looks
I
like
have to
Anyway.
lift.
So anyone know where this ruin is? Where's that envelope?
Well, Mother Yuri was gonna help us, or at least show us the way.
She write note, right?
Yes, she gave us a note.
I don't know.
To get
That's
in.
pretty helpful.
I believe we know that it's not far from here and about where to go to get there.
Yeah, you have a basic idea. You know that it's a little bit north outside the village. It's not very far from what you were told. And there are, given that it's fairly dense jungle, there are not very many paths. So I'd say you'd feel pretty confident that you'd be able to make your way there and find your way there, okay?
All right, so we're going to go there. We're going to, if there's any trouble, give the note.
Unless we wanted to detour through the jungle to find those spiders that are building other spiders that we learned
No,
about.
No,
thing-
that wasn't.
No.
Okay.
That wasn't real.
Probably, but we just don't know because
Seems secondary for the time being.
on the
Do
way
we
back.
do we all feel appropriately ready? Does everybody have torches and their backpack all sorted and ready to go?
Well, I'm pretty ready. I've got full teleportation, so
Excellent.
I
have
I'm just
a
gonna look
torch.
around. Got a torch is great. Is there something in the vicinity that I could take that would be a reminder of this place, so we could teleport around here or something?
Bring the big rock with you.
Well,
Yeah, if Thorn keeps that rock, we can teleport anytime. But
well, would the note be enough for you, Real? The one that
well, the note, because the note would be fine, but it may bring me back into the church.
That's not the worst.
It's not the
Yes.
worst, but us suddenly teleporting into the
Appearing.
place we
I take
disappeared
the sweat-filled towel that I had around my neck from warming up
the
this
hotel
morning,
towel.
my hotel towel, and just like throw that at Real. There you go.
Love a warm towel.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
And boy, is it.
there's no way it's not going to remind you of here now.
Oh boy.
Both Thorn and Brickley do that.
Yeah.
that's,
Oh.
I guess
Good.
that's fine.
We should probably stop by the, I guess, town watering hole, the well, I guess, before we go.
Yes, quick
You're
trip.
gonna want to wash
Yeah.
that.
Usually you lemon these. This is give it a quick squeeze and then you have to put it into the bag. Well, so in a pinch, we have your sweat towel. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's just,
That'll be
let's
more.
just
Glad we
hope you
do.
don't have to pull that out.
Moist. Yeah. You're gonna have to keep it away from all the books and everything important in my bag.
Thorn just finds a small stone in the ground and also puts it in his pocket. Just because.
Just in
That's-
case.
Just in case.
Fair.
You get little workouts anytime.
It also teleport.
Perfect.
Real, just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
if you were to use one of the rocks from that other place, that highway of sorts, would you be able to teleport there?
That is a good question. I think it has to be in the same plane of existence as we are right now. So if we went into that realm, I could go back to that crossroads. That's about it.
Interesting. Okay, it's good to know.
It's just an extra safe place to teleport.
Yeah.
yeah.
If we find a key and things follow us through, we can keep moving. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Delphine, since you have the note, lead the way.
All right. Just lead everyone else.
Try and outsweat the previous sweat that was on my face.
Oh, gross.
All right.
You're washing your face with sweat from last
Mm,
Gross.
have to get you a
Because secondhand
sponge.
sweat is the worst possible thing. So
Yeah.
we can't have that.
Nice and cold. Don't worry.
Whoa.
That's
Bad.
worse.
That's bad.
All right. So as you follow one of the paths leading out of the village itself, you quickly start to see some different torchlights. So you can even see some of the people walking in this direction as well, guards, who are in the same sort of leathers, carrying spears and bows as you had seen previously. You walk for maybe 10-15 minutes before you come across what looks to be where the ruins are situated. With the thick trees and foliage surrounding the dig site, the ruins themselves you feel like could have been very easily missed. As you walk into this clearing, you see some large trees, almost in like a semicircle, before a rock, like a rock cliff kind of rises up above the back of this clearing. Before the entrance itself, there seems to be what would be the crumbled remains of perhaps maybe small towers or guard posts, sorry. They look aged and worn, with the tallest point being no more than 10 feet high, but there's two towers on either side of where this path leads into this clearing. Behind these ruined towers, jutting out of this rocky cliff, you see what looks to be an entranceway. There are torches that are situated on either side. Right now, it looks like they're continuing to burn. and you notice that the stone themselves looks a lot more clean than a lot of the stones that you're seeing in the surrounding area, which looks to be regular stone. This is stone that you would have seen used in building previously. This isn't a stone that you saw in the previous ruins, which is something that does stick out to you right away, as all of you at this point are pretty well versed in the different kinds of stone that you've seen in the ruins themselves. You can see that some of the ruins look very clean and washed, almost as if some of the previous people who had been sent to do research had done a little bit of investigating themselves. And as you approach, you see one of the guards who has an insignia of a arrow pointing down on his left shoulder, walks up and approaches and says, hello there. How can I help you today?
Yes, we're here to do some investigation of the ruins. We have a note.
Oh, excellent. If I could just take a look at that real quick, please.
Yeah, here.
Thank you. Oh, I did hear that we will be getting some visitors, so welcome. My name is Merrick Swart. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. I'm a lieutenant out here. Just in charge of making sure nothing comes out of these ruins. Nothing more, at least. I don't know if you heard, but there had been some fiery creatures that had come out of here previously, and I'm just here to keep things safe, or as safe as can be. So welcome.
Yes, we did hear. Enchanted, and I'll offer him my hand. I'm Delphine, and this is my research team, and we'll be just going on our way. We'll have free reign down here.
Oh, excellent! Absolutely. Did you want any of the information about this place, or do you want someone to come in as a guide, or?
Oh, sure. That would be. I mean, I'll have to confer with my team, but if you could give us a little.
Yeah, I can at least give you like kind of the quick version. I don't want to get in the way. I can come down if you need me to just kind of show you some of the previous things that. Oh, you're too kind. Thank you. But just to kind of give you a brief rundown of what kind of the notes that we had gotten from the previous people that had joined.
All right. Yes. Look at the rest of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If anything about spiders happens to be in there, that's great too. If you have anything.
No spiders. No, I mean not like there's some spider like cobwebs and stuff like that. Like there's bugs. We're in the jungle. There's bugs. But just the regular spiders. I don't.
Sorry,
you guys not have spiders where you're from, or?
He loves them.
Love spider. Oh, hey, you're in luck.
Yeah, just a personal interest.
Excellent. No, they're you're gonna find some spiders. I do want to say when you go down there, don't be worried about the scorch marks. You're gonna see some scorch marks in some of the hallways. There were some traps that had been one of them had been set off accidentally. Another had been set off on purpose once they realized that this place was not safe.
So there's traps that's
no longer. The traps have been disarmed.
Okay.
So you don't have any.
We know if all the traps have been disarmed.
I mean, I've gone through there pretty extensively myself.
Okay.
No, nothing's hit me, not since. So.
And you've cleared the entire ruins.
Oh yeah. As far as we know, there's 5 rooms. There's a sort of an area that's sort of like the barracks. That's sort of at the end. There was one area that looked like it was I don't know, a lot of tables and yeah,
Something like a dining area. Okay.
perhaps there was like a mess. There was a place with lots of broken glass. They seem to think that it was like some kind of experimentation area that was also down near the back. I will say now that a lot of this does slope slightly downwards. This does go down into the earth a little bit. So if you don't like that, I wouldn't go in. Yeah.
How many of you have been through the ruins?
Oh, I would say like counting the research people or just like the guards and such.
Yeah, including all the research people.
Oh, probably maybe 10 or so.
And
We
are
usually
they all
send
staying
someone
in town,
through. No, none of the research folk are here. It's just we usually send somebody down a couple times a day, just to do a walkthrough, make sure nothing else is down there, or anything like
there was
that.
another team for research?
Yeah, there have been an original research team that had come through, maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. We've just kind of been
Interesting.
keeping it locked down since.
And
Do you know
when was
where?
the last? Oh, sorry, Charlie, please.
Sorry.
After
Do you know where the fire monsters were coming from?
Well, it seemed like they've been locked up in here. There have been doorways to some of these rooms, and I think when the initial research team had kind of come through, they had to deal with some of those. Some of them had got out, but the rest of us guards here, we had worked to make sure they were killed before they set this whole place ablaze. We had to really work hard on that. Luckily, some of the people from the research team had a hand in magic too, so they were able to help douse some of the fires before it got out of control. Don't know if you know, but forest fires can be real bad. Bad
I've
air
heard
quality,
that.
you know? Yeah.
Yeah, just an incredible expansive area can be affected by it.
Yeah, fire's like our worst case scenario here. It really disrupts the way I laugh.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I'm not really sure. It seems, Delphine, that maybe we were sent on to the wrong assignment. It's already been picked clean, but if you could
Or
just give us
perhaps
the
they-
name of someone on the research team,
Yes.
yeah, that would be great. Someone that we could maybe, I believe they're our colleagues. We just didn't know that they were here already. So if we can,
Oh yeah, no, I can get you. I do have their the lead person on that team. Let me just he pulls out a notebook and starts kind of just paging through it, and he says Anlith. I think that he gave me the spelling. It's Anlyth. Anlith Caro. Yeah, they had come by here, like I said, about 2-3 weeks ago. Him and his team. And,
Does that name mean anything to any of us?
make a. I would say for anybody from core, you can make a history check.
Boom. I have advantage on this because I grew up in core, right?
No.
Oh, all right.
you get to check at all for having lived in court.
Well, 12.
I got a 1.
That's with a
17.
+9, by the way.
Here. Wow. Solace, I would say, even with the 12, given the history that you would have had, like with your father and some of the people that came through, that like as a researcher, that name does ring a bell. You're not sure exactly what kind of work, like is like their specialty or anything like that, but that name doesn't surprise you hearing about it. They're definitely from core though.
Do I have any idea if they served in an official capacity for the government of core, or if they were working at a university, anything like that?
You've always understood that they were more of an independent.
An independent.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, like for hire, like they can be hired, like, but yeah.
All right.
How many were in his research team?
I think he had another 3 people plus himself.
Okay.
And you said someone goes through at least twice a day. When was the last patrol of the place?
Well, we haven't sent one down today yet. It's a little early. We usually don't do it until like just before noon, and then we'll do one more sort of once the sun sets.
Well, perhaps
Shouldn't
we
you-
can take place of that today.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. If you'd like me to come
Alright.
down, I'm happy to.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you can tell us about the ruins?
Yeah, if you have anything extra, and if there was a bricked off area or suddenly different bricks, anything you got really. But I guess we'll see it for ourselves anyway. But
Yeah. Nothing I can think of that really matches what you're saying, but yeah, we can go take a look.
Well, the fire creatures. I heard that they were dangerous to fight in close combat. Do you have any other points of, tips for us at all?
Not really. Again, like there hasn't been anything come out of this ruins for like 2-3 weeks at this point, so not really anything. Yeah, just don't get burned. It was a lot of burn stuff. I think some people had complained getting headaches, stuff like that, like mental fatigue after fighting some of these things, but that was about it.
Well, seems like you have the situation handled.
Yeah, it was a little hairy for a little bit there, but yeah, we were able to kind of get it figured out.
These guys
Well,
do good work.
Yeah, if you can show us into the ruins, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah, certainly. Follow me. And he grabs a torch off the wall to the side of one of the entrances and begins walking down. You see the entrance itself kind of goes forward about 10 feet and then immediately descends into a staircase going underground. You begin walking that and you travel for about 50 feet downwards, and he kind of looks back towards the refuge and says, now, I know I said it earlier, but I hope none of this is going to bother any of y'all. You know, being underground, being some areas are a little bit close confinement. Not all of them, the hallways are real wide, but...
Put my hand on his shoulder. We're adventurers. We've been underground before.
Well, thank you, miss. All right. No, that's I'm glad to
Practically
hear.
at home down here. Yeah, this will be just fine.
And then I look questioningly at everyone to make sure no one's claustrophobic and hasn't told us. Okay.
Relajivar
Now
and I
a
spent
bad
like
time.
Relajivar and I spent like 2.5 weeks underground, so we're pretty used to it.
Yeah. Dungeons, yes. Dragons?
Oh, don't worry, buddy. There's always more dragons.
There's always another dragon.
Always another dragon. All right. Well, this is the first room here, and you see he pushes open an older wooden door that's in decent shape, kind of creaky on its hinges, and just kind of like pushes it in. You see a fairly wide room, some 40 feet by 30 feet or so. It says, not really sure what this place was. There was some debris of looks like books or letters or something. I don't know. None of it's really readable. Most of it got burned, so a lot of it's just kind of ash at this point. You can see that.
If I take a quick look.
Yeah, no, by all means.
Peek through, maybe see if there's anything that survived the fire.
Yeah, take a look. Take a look.
Split off with Roleplay on that.
Yeah, just books behind an ancient door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
I will cast that thing on you before we start.
Is that the D3?
The bolstering magic? Yeah. The
Okay.
It's just yeah, if you're starting to research, he usually just like slaps you on the back a little too hard. But it feels nice.
Open the
it's a little too
mind. Okay, well, it gave me a 1, so plus 1. 23.
23. Whew. Yeah, you go through and... Actually, Relajivar, can you remind me what languages you speak?
Languages. I only have Common and Infernal because I'm a big old tiefling.
You are able to recover some documents that are in there. You can get some pages that have some writing on it, but you're not able to discern what they say.
I'll definitely collect anything that's like survived it, and maybe like fireman pass everything through, so like a bucket brigade style, just keep handing pages to people.
Yeah.
There's writing on these, and I can't read it personally. If anyone can decipher, if not, I'll just store them in my bag. Maybe we'll find someone who can.
Yeah, it's
Take
funny.
a look, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because Thorn doesn't know Common super well because he knows 3 other languages. He's more used to those languages than
I'm
Common.
a genius in my language.
Yeah, I'm in a foreign country right now but compared to where I'm used to being.
Okay, give me 1 sec. Sorry, I lost my notes here.
Between all of us, we've got to have some different languages, right?
Yeah, I've got Draconic, Elvish, Gnomish.
Oh, I have Draconic and then the 2 that Rel have, so...
I have Elvish, Goblin, and Sylvan.
I got Elvish and no.
So Elvish is definitely going to be good.
Yeah.
Any primordial guys? No?
Infernal, Celestial, and Elvish.
Okay.
Celestial's good. Celestial's good.
It's a no, yeah.
Yeah, so as you go through and you all kind of take some of these pages and read and see if you can discern any of it, none of you can.
Oh,
Yeah, because it's fucking primordial, that's why.
It's primordial.
So it's always
just dwarven.
primordial.
It's just dwarven, and we just don't have a dwarf.
It's
What
actually a
if
new
dwarf-
language that Pitts is Pitts is
Yeah,
creating
I made up a
back-
language, didn't put it as an option for you guys, and none of you speak it.
Klingon?
What a surprise.
We're scrolling through the languages. It just says sucks to suck.
Yeah. Huh?
You guys are kind of going through the wording, I'm just going to check the walls just to see if anything kind of sticks out. Do just a knock here or there just to make sure that there's no false walls here.
Sure.
Yeah, what's the door situation like from what we can just see? Obviously the entrance we came in.
Yeah. So there's the entrance that you came in. You guys are making me jump all over the place. So the entrance that you came in. Then at the far opposite corner of the room, there is a hallway leading out of the room with no door on it.
Okey-dokey.
Can I? I'll cast detect magic
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
just to see if there's anything that stands out.
For sure. You go ahead and you cast detect magic, and aside from the various items that you all hold, there's no magic in this room, and there's no magic on Merrick as well.
What? How long does that last, Charlie?
10
10
minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So let's maybe hustle. Let's make sure we don't miss
Oh, yeah.
anything.
I also have as well.
You have as well?
I just saved.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Let's move forward, I guess here. So go through here. You guys travel another 30 feet, and then it opens up into another room. This one does have a door on it. The room itself is 30 by 30, with one entrance on, we'll just call it the south side. Or sorry, one exit. So it's where you came in, then an exit in the middle of the south side.
And we just see Hayden hands on the walls the whole time. Just checking for loose bricks.
Oh yeah, I hate it.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It took me a
Blast
minute.
from
I was about to
past.
call him Lux, and I see Hayden in my notes.
Yeah.
I was like, who's Hayden? Well, let's keep going.
That was a beat for sure.
This room looks like, and he starts saying, we think that this was more of a sort of like the kitchen and mess. You can see what looks like some remnants of cookware over there. You can see some really rusted out pots and stuff like that. It looks like they were iron pots or something. So nothing anybody found in here was very exciting, honestly. I think someone took a utensil just to be like, look how they ate back in the day. I don't know. It didn't make no sense to me, but you know what?
Open up the I'm assuming that there's a stove in here that's wood fed.
Yes.
Or like a
There
cast
is.
iron stove. Yeah, I'm just opening that up and sifting through the ashes in there.
Yeah. Make an investigation check.
Sure.
Thorn is definitely just making sure nothing kills us. He just assumes
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
definitely
I've
going to be
got the-
monsters because there's always monsters.
There's always monsters. I've got the
No,
rogue
they
collar
tried to
popped.
suicide.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm basically searching for calcifer inside this.
Oh.
No little fire demons. On a 15.
On a 15. You do actually come across some fairly small bones that are in there that have obviously been cooked at some point, but nothing more than that. Relogivar and Thorn, I'll have you both make a perception check for me that we'll use while you're going through these rooms here.
Got advantage.
Can I also roll one just because I'm checking the walls?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll make my way around the room just to make sure I check everything.
27 for me.
27.
Is there?
Yeah, nothing that you guys find in this room, and as you kind of keep your ears out, eyes out, looking for danger, nothing really jumps out at you. Do you
Question.
feel confident?
How is this place lit?
By the torch that he's walking around with.
Sure. Sorry. I mean, historically speaking, right? Is there any sort of inset lighting, or is it all sconces along the wall?
Oh, there'd be sconce, there'd be
Okay, yeah.
holders for sconces, yeah. Yeah, they don't have
Just
the
trying to-
recessed lighting here, unfortunately. They're
Just
they're
trying to
behind the
get an image
times.
of how they lived. They
Ridiculous.
could have dug.
I
straight
know,
through the
they
mountain,
should
who
have.
knows?
They could have made this really cool, and they were lazy.
Could have been
Doesn't
so
make
much more
Any
energy
sense?
efficient.
There's just a rubbery strand that's by this button. He's clicking, and it leads to this pole that lights up. This is
It's
insane.
magical.
Do they have LEDs? Go ahead.
Now that I know it's just a torch, I'm going to have the moon touch sword out, so it's a 15-foot radius.
Okay.
That's really bright, and then after 15 feet, it just dims.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's the same as the torch.
no worries. No, that's fine. You can use that just as like a way of, especially as you're going around and investigating different parts of the wall. For sure. Okay.
Keep your eyes up, everyone. Too. We've had a lot of droppers.
While everyone is like doing their investigating and perceptions and stuff, I just want to like chat up Merrick and like small talk, like how long have you been living here and like what kind of like how long have you been working here? But I want to like what's his deal? Why is he so obsessed with following us into here?
Make an insight check.
It's pretty suspicious.
He just mentioned
like,
it too
listen.
many times.
Yeah.
Like, I can come. I was like, we're fine, thanks, sir. Shit.
Yeah,
I
he
did
also
pretty
did
good.
force himself in here. We did not say yes to him.
I'm
I
excited to
rolled
watch this video back.
I mean, we
I
need to say
rolled a
no.
6.
A 6? Hard to get a read on this guy. You're not sure.
I'm gonna just like rub my little jeweled what's it called?
You'll get there. No, you got
Circlet.
it. Tiara?
Circlet.
Circlet.
Oh.
Thank you guys. And cast detect thoughts on him. I don't care.
Mm.
What's this guy gonna do to me? I didn't say that.
You do.
It's so weird that you guys have a bad rap. I don't get it.
I mean, it's not invasive yet. It's
No.
just his surface thoughts.
Yeah, so
Yeah, exactly.
for surface level thoughts, he's actually enjoying kind of walking around. You can tell he's scrambling to try and remember all the stuff that like the other researchers had talked about. You could tell because he doesn't really seem to care. When you mentioned that like someone took a utensil because they thought it was cool, he thought that was like an absolute waste of time. I didn't understand at all why they were doing it. But he also wants to make sure that he doesn't get in trouble for not showing you around, and he doesn't really know what he was supposed to do with this. So he's like, "Yeah, let's go on a trip. Love it."
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll keep small talking with him.
Cool. Yeah.
No nonsense boy.
You find
To
out that
clarify,
he does have a
Forks.
forks. Huh?
Is that the utensils they use to eat around here? Or are they weirdos? What else they got?
Only spoons.
Only spoons. Fucking knew it. You can't
Spoons and
trust
knives. That's it.
Force.
An all soup
Spoons and
diet.
Yeah. What food do you eat with a spoon and a knife? Come on.
Probably most foods. I feel like you could do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
And no forks, only tridents.
Terrible.
Two-hand everything.
Yeah, full tridents, not even a 3-pronged
Yeah,
fork. Full trident.
He does tell you though that he does actually have a wife and a young child who is currently 6 years old.
No,
He's-
never tell us that. Something bad's going to
I
happen.
gotta put something on the line. And he's been working as a guard. He's been there for about 10 years, working to help out the village. His mother and father owned like a small bakery that has since gone under. His father's passed away. He takes care of his mother, and he's
We get it.
hoping
We
to
care
get.
about him now. Stop.
Yeah.
And the next thing you're gonna say is
We
his
can't- yeah,
retirement's
I
like
care
tomorrow,
about it.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, he retires.
He actually
tomorrow. I'm gonna
retires
write that in my
tomorrow.
notes.
he's working to save up so he can provide his child with a better life, get them out of town, go to an actual school, an education he never got to have, all that good
One last
stuff.
job and I'm done.
Exactly. One last job, he's out of the game forever.
Yes,
I just gotta come with these guys and show them around this one ruin that's totally
Oh,
safe.
my
An arrow
God.
to the knee.
Great. Yeah, I think Delphine, acts well. Very interested and encouraging.
Excellent. Okay.
Sweet.
Looks. Do you want to keep going, or is there more stuff you need in here?
Hayden, we good?
Yeah, for now. Yeah, let's go.
All right. You then walk through just a short, like 20-foot hallway before it opens up into another room. This room seems to be filled with more desks that have since mostly crumbled and been broken from disuse, as well as additional like bookshelves that have all crumbled and broken. And again, much of this area is torched. You can see one of the desks where you could tell where it was because it looks like it was blasted apart and there's several shards of wood sort of throughout the room. And Merrick turns and says, "Yeah, I think this is where they got into one of them tussles. Someone Someone let off something that caused a bit of a ruckus in here. You can tell some of this furniture's all splintered and broken up from that. So, you know, that was probably pretty fun. But
You were a part of that?
no. I heard the story. It sounded interesting, but you know, I don't really want to get into a fight. You know, I got a lot going on right now. I'm trying to provide for my family and my child that I love so much. You know, if anything were to happen to me or to them, it would just be heartbreaking. You know what I mean? I just want to stay safe. That's what I'm hoping for more than anything, is to just stay safe.
Are we all?
You should probably stay away from us.
Should probably take a half day.
Was there any casualties here?
No. I think there were
none at all. Okay.
No. They're pretty well versed, from what I understand. They've done this kind of thing before. I think a couple of them had been like sort of like a muscle for hire situation, and yeah, they were able to keep each other pretty safe.
All right, just like you guys. I'm pointing to Shard and Hayden, who are muscle for hire.
Oh, y'all got hired on for this too, eh? Well, hey, good news. It should be some easy coin for you.
Seems like, yeah.
Yeah,
Easiest coin I've made in a while.
Yeah. Anyway, you want to see one of these fire traps? We have.
Oh,
Here, yeah, just this way. I'll show you. It's not going to turn on. Don't worry.
okay. I'm also going to grab a book from the shelf, the least destroyed one.
Sure. Yeah, no problem. You can grab that and stow that in your bag. So out of the south side of this room, there's another hallway that goes 20 feet before it makes a right and
But
goes.
This is technically the fourth room.
Well, not yet. We're not there yet. That was only the third room that you just did.
That was only the third. I'll send a new picture in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, so you go
Thank you.
south 20, and you can see that as it then turns, and there's another corridor that runs in another 40 feet. You can see scorch marks all on the floor, the walls, and the ceilings. As you're walking through and you're looking, there are actually these little tubes that are sticking out, which seem to. And he explains, yeah, those I don't know, there's some kind of like liquid or gas that came out of there and lit this whole place up. Apparently they got a little hairy for some of them, but I guess, I don't know, someone's good with keeping people alive, because I think there seemed to be a fight between whoever was supposed to have noticed that. Apparently that was someone's job and they did not do it. I hope y'all don't have that problem. You want to make sure your experts are good at what they do. You know what I mean?
That's why I've hired Hayden. He's the trap and doors guy.
Oh, there you go. Well, hey, on the plus side, Hayden, you don't got to worry about this.
Yeah, that would have been easy to find.
Yeah, you know what? I bet you're good at what you do, or else they wouldn't be paying you for it.
Yeah,
And 10 gold a day. So
10 gold a day. I could put my kid through school with that. That'd be crazy. Damn. That's a good life for someone, you know? That's some good pay. Hey, you know what? Good on you.
You're a little old to be, living the mercenary life, don't you think?
I can't live that life. I'm just saying, I'm happy for you, you know? It's,
kind.
people out here got to make a living, so yeah. Congratulations to y'all.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, Thorn will remember this. Ends up beside his head.
Everyone like that.
everyone did like that. Then you end up making a right, so you're traveling south again, another 30 feet, before it opens up into a very large room. This one is some 60 feet by 50 feet. And you can see throughout the room several tables that are broken. You can see large cylinders that are broken that look like they're full glass cylinders. You can see broken shards of glass along the ground, and like kind of lining or going across, I should say, lengthwise in the room itself. Then you see some other like pedestals that have like levers and stuff on them. And he says, yeah, so I guess this is where things went real bad, and where a couple things had kind of gotten out and gotten past them, which is what caused trouble for us back in town. I guess from what I heard, they've been playing with some of these levers. There have been things that were trapped and encased. I guess some kind of magical something that had been keeping them locked up in there. That dropped, glass shattered, whole big mess broke out, and Yeah, and that's what caused our headache.
Charlie, you getting anything? Any remnants?
Looking around the room.
Yeah, so with your detect magic, which is still up because you're purposely trying to make sure you can get through these rooms while that's going, you don't. How wide's the range on detect magic?
30 feet.
30 feet. So even as you're walking around the room, there's nothing lingering that you can tell. You can, if you want to try playing with some of the levers, you're more than welcome to.
I'm curious about them.
And we've been heading downward this whole time as well, right?
Yeah, like each hallway sort of slopes a little bit further down, a little bit further down.
So it looks like this is where the magic happened, so to speak. Whatever they did here, this started the whole problem. So I mean, we're here to research.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more potentially
I can,
mechanical than magical, though.
Might be. I just bring up the mage hand.
Mhm.
If we want to back it up, you can try pulling them from a distance.
Do you need me down here while you do that? Like I said, I got a kid. I'd really like to make sure I play it safe. If that's all right, I can go to the other room, or if you don't need me, there's only one more room out that way, and he points to like kind of off to the left, and you can see that there's a doorway that's open. Sorry, there's a door that's open, and a hall that only runs maybe 25 feet into what looks to be a pretty small room.
I think you can actually go to the surface. We'll call for you if we need your help.
All right, excellent. Well, again, it was a pleasure meeting you. Feel free to stop by before you all leave, and thanks for coming and checking things out and making sure we're safe. That's it's real kind of you.
Yeah.
Just
Be safe.
keep your eye on the prize there. Don't do anything dangerous in the next few days.
No,
Really stay indoors as
absolutely
much
not.
as you possibly can.
Yeah, I mean, I got
Lock
work,
yourself in the
but
room.
I get it. All right, cheers. Thanks very much.
Should
All
one
right,
of us
lovely
walk
chatting
out?
with you.
My
It's fine.
once he's out of earshot, it feel like that guy going to die.
It does.
There's
It's
something
really
about him,
ominous.
Thorn. I don't
He's
know.
Like, that guy really going to die.
We may not. By the time we get out of here, he may be dead.
I feel like safest place is farthest away.
Yeah, that guy
So
felt
in here's
dangerous,
pretty
right?
good.
Yeah.
Should I teleport him out of here? What do you think?
No, that'd probably kill him.
It's true that you die in the process.
The telefrag, yep.
That'd be really funny.
As soon as he's like out of the room,
Mm-hmm.
I start like flipping switches.
Okay, hold on.
We
We
didn't even wait.
We did
Love
get
it.
him a
Charlie.
Charlie and maybe he was positioned, but yeah, if you want to flip switches.
How many are there? What's the
Yeah, what are we looking at here?
Each
Charlie's
pedestal
gonna get burned again.
each pedestal has 2 sets of switches on it. As you start going through
How
and
many pedestals?
switching them, the first one you pull, which is like kind of like a vertical switch, you pull it down, and you hear some like mechanical whirring, and then a really small amount of liquid starts to drip out of like the top of like where like one of these tubes is like kind of mounted to the roof, like this like metal mount at the top. Starts to like, just kind of drip in slowly before like stopping completely. Not because you've flipped the switch, but potentially whatever it was connected to is no longer connected, or it's out of juice. You're not sure.
Charlie, you getting a beat on that? Is that normal juice?
Catch liquid.
Well, I don't know about catch it. Is it magic?
I'm
I
gonna
don't know,
cast
is it magic?
It's not
I'm gonna
magic.
cast shape water just to kind of lift it off the ground
Okay.
so we can observe it.
Yeah. So as you kind of lift it up in this, you have this globe of this liquid floating in front of you, and you all take a look. It seems to be fairly oily. Like it has that oil slick kind of look to it. It's a dull green in color. And yeah, it has an odd smell to it as well. Like almost like a cleaner, but not quite.
And it came from the ceiling?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Is it reminiscent of anything that Grub would have made?
Sure. Does
Previously.
it smell like any of his terrible shit?
Like equally
I was
yes
trying
and
to be
no.
diplomatic. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you
Like,
watched him
similarly
brew
weird,
some
but not the
stuff.
same.
Like during when he was brewing certain like concoctions, at some point it would have seemed similar to this, but neither the beginning nor the end product was like this.
Fair enough. So it's more like the alchemical kind of runoff is like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do have an oil. Oh, never mind. I misread what I meant.
No worries.
No,
door number
nothing from
2.
this one.
Oh, I will say, sorry. Charlie,
Mm-hmm.
while you're walking around, a section of the wall on the east side, not the wall itself, but further behind the wall, you get, because you said it's 30 feet, right?
Mhm.
You get a really faint hint of magic.
There's something behind that wall.
I
Oh,
just
Glaive
looked the
up.
thorn.
What do you mean? It's glaive
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, is it
Yeah.
moving? Is it a creature? Is it what do
Not
you get?
moving.
It's faint, but there's obviously something inside the walls and ceiling, so something behind there is some kind of magical.
Is there any bookcases or anything that looks like there could be a secret hallway leading to beyond there?
That section is just, from everything you can see, it's just stone wall.
I'm gonna take a look into it to see if I can find like a seam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead and
I'm
make an
definitely
investigation
gonna-
check.
Help him out with that.
Sure. If you're trained in investigation, you can help.
So that's 13.
Also a 13.
Okay. Yeah, you're kind of feeling around for it, and you don't feel any seam, nothing that you can tell, at least. If this is like just like a mechanical door, it's very well done.
If I could tap the talisman, add a D4. If I fail, I can potentially turn into a success, but we don't know if there's anything here. Why not? We're here. Let's
try
do
it.
it.
Okay.
Come on, D4.
You also have a D3.
Okay, that's good because I got a 1 on that. So, and then 14. What do we get on the D3? 2. So, hold on. Full math. 16 total.
16.
Any better?
Yeah. Rolajivar, you get like an odd feeling in the back of your mind. Like, this is something that you should know. You should be able to find. Like, it's yours to find. And eventually you kind of start feeling around, and you start to, more than feel it, you start to sense where that seam must be. And as you're feeling along, you find a stone that requires a turning in a certain motion. And once that stone turns, you see what looks to be a small keyhole behind it.
Interesting. We've got a keyhole here. Just kind of back up, let the light hit it.
Secret room, yay!
all right. So we just need a key, I suppose.
Hayden.
Yeah, I can try. It looks like a normal keyhole, but
I just like, you got it. Magic slap on the back.
Magic slap.
Magic slap.
I don't have to hit that hard.
I'll give him guidance.
Okay.
Hey,
D3 and a D4.
This is
Okay.
it. We've heard of your legendary lockpicking skills.
Now let's see if you're worth 10 gold a day.
I'm so excited.
I've
I'll
still
go
yet to receive
over
the gold
beside-
from yesterday.
I'll go over beside Delphine. I've never seen him successfully do it.
Charlie, don't say that. We need to get in there.
Hey, I got it into the basement.
You didn't hear anything. Charlie and I are talking. It's very rude to eavesdrop.
Okay, I have a crowbar.
Okay, it was sleight of hand, I'm assuming.
A forget button.
Yes, it's sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
It's a 24.
24, no problem.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I thought you were going to say no way. No way.
Your magic block picks
DC
break.
35.
No.
he hasn't done the D4 or 3 yet. I think that's what
That's
it is.
true. Yeah, you could add.
What? Yeah, was going to
Just
do.
add them.
Just
It's
add
nice
him,
to have
bud.
items.
Just
do it.
add him.
Okay, here's the. That's another 4. That's 28.
Who is
do I-
he? Hayden's
how do I
so
get a
good at
D?
it.
Hayden's just
Just
making a
roll
point at
D6.
this point.
Just roll a
Oh.
D6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3.
That's a 1, so 29.
29.
That's a DC 30.
As you're going
Could you
through-
imagine?
That'd be really funny.
I could.
As you're going through and you're picking this lock, Lux, you get through it so easily and so quickly. You start to think that if you anytime in the future you go to pick a lock, whether you're being hunted or not, you have to put on Hayden's face because Hayden knows what the hell he's doing.
He was much better than I was at picking locks.
He was.
His hands are better shaped for it.
Yeah, and
Scoops.
you
Slender hands.
Scoops.
Oh,
you get the picks in, you feel that click, you twist it, and then the door itself just kind of like and swings open towards you slightly.
Any bout of flame? Bout of flame.
Everybody make a dexterity. No, I'm just joking. No, it's fine.
Shit.
Yeah. Thorn is like stepping into the front and peeking through with his glaive pointed forward.
I'll stick my like sword above Thorn's head just to give
Probably
him some
between my
light.
legs because you're definitely not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
true.
like
Yeah.
7'1".
Yeah, it's
As
like
I'm
that thing where
picking
like,
the lock, and just like
or everybody's.
I'll
all
just
the heads, but it's weapons stacked. Looking through the
I'll just touch Thorn's glaive before he walks off and cast light on it.
Okay.
Sick.
Nice.
Sick.
There you go.
Yeah. So as you walk forward carefully, with your glaive up, you see that the hallway, oddly this time, continues straight for 45 feet before it comes to a metal door.
I stop everyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen, this place locked. Definitely monsters. Prepare for monsters, traps.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
No, I.
Rulajavar.
Glad
We'll
to
keep.
agree.
Yeah. I'll
Monsters,
be on
traps.
my
If I'm
toes.
wrong, fine being stupid. But this new room, guards not in
Okay.
here before.
I popped the robe's second collar.
Why did you add a collar to your robe?
it took me a second. I was like, wait a minute.
Whoever's
Just gotta
better
keep
at
guys up.
looking for traps, go
I'm-
front.
Yeah, I can help and look around. Yeah. Good investigation in fantasy terms.
I'll be as close to real as possible to take a look as well.
How wide is this hallway that we're in?
This hallway itself is 10 feet wide.
You just.
Okay.
How high is it?
Yes.
Yeah,
We're always looking
good
up.
point.
The it's about 15 feet.
Oh, thank God. So he's
All right.
not crouched.
About
Yeah.
60 feet high.
That's right.
Yeah, just yeah. What's my dark vision range? Okay.
The door's beginning to creep open there. You see the shard begins to just sort of blur a little bit.
Okay.
Getting
just
it done ahead of
reflexively,
time.
like.
Okay.
Just getting it ready.
What's the marching order as you guys are going through?
Oh, hate.
I think Lux and I, if we're doing investigating, we should be close to the front.
I'm after those two.
Okay.
I'll be next.
And I'll be after Silas for sure.
Okay.
Taking up the rear.
So
After
it's
who?
10 feet wide, so you can walk two by
fine.
two if
Two
you
by two.
want.
Yeah.
So we have
Yeah,
Lux
I can
and
take a chaperone and then Lux, and then we got.
Yeah, we
like,
have a
the
buddy
little
system going on.
dispersed- Yeah.
Yes.
okay.
Thorn
Delphine and I are at the
and
back.
Shard will be together, kind of thing.
Got it. Okay, I understand now.
Okay. We're doing. Did you ask for investigation rolls or anything? I don't remember.
Well, if you're trying to like take a look out for things, you can make a perception check or an investigation check. I'll let you choose.
Yeah. Just keep an eye on traps and other. Having seen the seam and the bricker panel that moved, try and keep my eye out for that.
Got
Yep,
a natural
for sure.
20, 29.
Baby.
Hayden has
17.
got to stay, dude.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Hayden's
Yeah,
killing
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Hayden
He's
looks
the
like
dungeon guy. Yeah,
So-
the other faces are for something else, but Hayden's here.
Sorry. So Hayden Lux, are you doing perception or investigation?
Perception.
Perception. Okay. Okay. So you start to move carefully down the hall. Are you all? Sorry, I should say. Are you all trying to move carefully down the hall, or are you just walking through, keeping your ears open? Yeah. Then I will
Yes,
need a
we're
group
all
stealth
listening.
check as well.
Who's looking for traps?
God, I wish I was better at these. I'm not used to having such a low stealth.
No, oh my god.
You're the
There it
rogue.
is.
He's
You rolled
not a
this thing. You
stealth
got the
guy.
natty finally.
Yeah.
There it is.
Nice.
Yikes.
That's a group stealth check, so let's hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, it is a 12 total.
Mine's a
Roll one, dude.
14.
That's
I
right.
can
Roll
use a
11.
talisman if we need it, but
Okay. So let's do this in order, just so I can keep track of it. Rolajavar.
14.
Okay. Silas.
11.
Okay. Charlie.
15.
Lauren.
21.
Okay. Delphine.
27.
and then
That's my
Lux
girl.
had the natural one, which is sick. 2 failures. Okay. So yeah, you're
Higher than Silas, though.
that is ridiculous. I love it. Oh man. Okay. So yeah, so you all carefully begin to move forward. As you do so, at one point you all kind of see Lux sort of trip on one of the rocks that's jutting out of the floor. His sword clatters to the ground quickly before he like pushes down on it, so it stops like bouncing a little bit as he drops it, and like quiets it, picks it back up.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna look back to the team. There's a rock here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you give
can
everybody
see in
else
the
the heads up.
Watch your step.
And you begin moving forward. With that being said, because of the perception check that you had before, which was very high, there's 2 things that you notice, Lux, as you're approaching the door in front of you. It's a double door, like a double metal door, that looks like it would swing inwards. 2 things. You notice a temperature change.
Okay.
Almost like a heat coming off of that door a little bit. And for a moment, you hear some heavy footsteps. You're fairly certain it's like... It doesn't sound like somebody, like a person walking on 2 feet. It sounds like more.
Okay.
Not sure how many, but more.
I'm gonna grab Rill's shoulder.
Mhm.
There's monsters, or it sounds like monsters in there.
Great.
There sounds like a few of them, and it's really warm in here.
So this to me feels like Shard and Thorn's time to shine, and I'm gonna fade to the background a little bit.
Yeah, I'll crouch low. You know how many?
No, but they're. It sounds like they're walking on 4s. That's what it sounds like.
Could be like those
Just
wolves. we
more
saw,
than 2,
Thorn.
I would assume.
Yeah, I forced the group to back up like 50 feet.
Okay, that would put you back in the previous room.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Oh, are you sure? This is
Maybe just like 45 feet.
Sure, right before we get to the entrance. That's fine.
Okay.
We never make plan, never opportunity. So
Okay.
maybe plan.
I can hit stuff with magic from here. Teleport us out if we need it.
It's a good start. Pretty good start.
Could anyone open the door quietly enough, just a pinch that we could see in first?
It seems like Hayden could unlock a castle wall right now. So
Perhaps we still have the plan. I just mean,
yeah.
Thorn, if you can draw its attention, I can try to get behind it and take advantage of its position. But
I could give you invisibility, Thorn. It would allow you to enter the room.
I think Delphine pretty smart. We see in room first. Whoever go to check, probably Hayden, should be invisible.
Sure.
Okay.
I love
You
this.
have good
plan.
eyes. You like unlock wall. So makes sense to me.
Yeah,
Yep.
sure. Yeah.
Phase 1.
Okay. All right.
I never got to phase 2.
Phase 2 is just 1.5, where he rolls a 1 again, and then we're 45 feet away from him. And
Nice and far away. Perfect.
There we
Perfect.
go, guns a blazing.
I hate to bring up Merrick, but we should probably protect this door. Try to at least not allow anyone to slip by us.
No one gets past. Yep. Delphine's
Yes.
great at that.
yes.
Yes, I will guard that. That's a great idea.
Okay. Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Just get going.
See you soon.
Yeah, this is a one-man operation, so
Okay. I'll be right back.
Go
I'll go
invisible.
Yeah. Well, let me pick the door first. Let's not waste a whole spell slot right now.
Okay. Yeah, so you're going to go and try to pick the lock on the door?
Yeah.
Okay. I will allow you to roll another stealth check.
It's not a natural one, baby. Beep, 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 beep. Actually, you know what? I can't let this. I'm going to use my luck.
Luck.
Okay.
I got it.
Do you think his name's Hayden because he's terrible at hiding?
He's hating his life right now.
Let me re-roll this.
Oh,
okay?
that was
Yeah, reroll it.
Okay, 15. It's
Plus a
15?
D3.
roll plus D3. Yes. That's a 3.
18.
So 18 total. All right, now roll the sleight of hand for me, so you can try and pick the lock on the door. Because as you do go up to it and you kind of give it a quiet push, it does seem to be locked.
22.
22.
How much does that D3 work? Like how many times?
It's as much as you want for 10 minutes.
Oh, I'm going to use it again. Just.
Let me confirm. You've
Halfway.
definitely done it, not done it the maximum times.
That was fine.
25.
25.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whenever making an attack roll or ability check can add, for 10 minutes.
Perfect.
Just
Is
do it whenever I was going
That's
to
a
say.
D3. That's only a 2, dude.
What?
Yeah. Divide by 2 and round up.
Oh, right, yeah. It's a D3, not a D6. So you don't add the 3, you add a 2. Because 1, 2 is 1,
yeah,
2,
okay.
3, or 3, 2.
Because I
You know
was
what I
doing
mean.
it as 1
Like
and
1, 2, 3.
1 and 4 would be a 1, 2 and 5 would be a 2, 3 and 6 would be a 3.
That's how I would have done it too.
Really?
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
Oh,
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that's how I would have.
Well, brains are different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yikes.
It just in my mind it just makes sense. That way.
I'm with you, bud.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do it that way sometimes too. I just
Yeah, you're trying to be part of the group now.
Yeah.
Aaron. All
Yeah,
right.
you would
Get outta
agree with
here.
us.
just let me in, guys.
Bandwagon
Force it
jumper.
once.
All right. Yeah, you feel pretty confident in your quietness, and once again, Hayden and Locks, there's no better duo. Locks, not Lux, to be clear. When you get your lock picks in, you're able to pop the lock, and you push the door in ever so slightly.
The second it opens,
Yep.
I'm going to cast invisibility.
Okay.
So if they notice the door open, they don't see anything.
Okay. Cool.
And it's just
You hope.
flames.
We just see the flames separate in a way around this
yeah.
invisible
Around
obstacle.
Silhouette, yeah.
Screaming nothingness.
Yeah. It's like the dual slit experiment.
Yeah.
Oh man.
My
Uh,
God, it's a waveform until it hits us.
But as you look inside, you see the room would most likely, you're guessing, be dark. If not for, you count 3 large creatures. They're akin to hounds, but with the neck of a frog, like that elastic, like bellowy section of it. You see like sort of dull looking flames running up from the top of the head, down the back, into the tail itself. The whole tail looks to be alight. They're currently, I mean, you're somebody who's, been around dogs in your past. You probably would have seen people from the Peacebreaker house go hunting and stuff like that. They're waiting to spring. They're waiting to attack.
Okay.
And they're facing the door, but they don't seem to, based on how I rolled, they don't seem to notice that you opening the door.
Okay. I'm just going to like stick a head out. Is there anything past the room, like anything in the room, but more importantly, is there anything that is kind of like what we were in the other room with water, or at least access to water?
No, there doesn't look to be anything like that. What you do notice is that the room itself is probably only about 25 by 40 feet. It's not too large of a room. You do see that there are some stone columns in the room, and in one of the corners, the one that would technically be, like, you're kind of looking through the crack in the door and you're seeing directly to the left of the door, you do see a fairly large pile of bones that have been picked clean and have seemingly been there for some time.
Okay. Okay, I'm not going to touch the. Okay, actually, can what's on the right side? If I like stick my head out to kind of take a look.
So as you kind of stick your head in and you take a look off to the right, there's off to the right, you can see some like broken crates and barrels. And you can even see a section of the wall that's kind of broken. And you can see some of the roots from like the trees above have like tried to make their way in.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way back to the team.
Yeah, you kind of quietly grab the door and like pull it behind you. And then as you see the door line up, you just let go, pace backwards. Again,
Yeah.
quiet as a mouse.
Just gonna make it back to the room, or to the group. There's 3 creatures. They are huge.
Oh, great.
They know something is in here. They are kind of looking at the door already. So I'm gonna pat Thorn on the back. I think that's where you come in, big guy.
I will say that he is invisible, so once he starts talking, it scares the absolute shit out of you guys.
The
I'm like,
glaive
"Hi,
goes
guys."
like an inch from where your neck might be.
Hey, Thorn.
The only warning is the hair on your neck standing up.
But
Also, he can't be surprised.
One thing, sorry, that's true. One quick thing I do want to mention is on the far side of the room, like directly across the room, there was another door. I didn't mention that before, I don't think, so.
okay. I'm gonna relay this all to the team. But Thorn, there is branches, or at least they look like branches on the right side of the door. Maybe we can use those. Or you can. I can't use thorns.
Maybe it. I don't have full control over everything happen with any waves as glaive. I have a few tricks, but
We also have
I
to
can
be
try.
cautious of setting, like, of those roots getting set on fire. You know, there was a warning about forest fires in this area that he could transfer.
pretty good point. Pretty good point.
Hey, did it seem like they were guarding something, or they were just kind of parading around?
It's hard to tell. There is a door on the other side, but it's closed. But the room seems uneventful. There's nothing really in there.
You
But they
said
are looking at the door. So the second
Yeah.
we open that door, they know.
All right.
Then do we go in shock and awe?
Maybe we
Dagger
do.
gun rolling?
I can thunderstep one of you right into the mess of it.
Oh, that's got to be Thorn. That sounds like an
Yeah,
amazing
that's pretty
entrance.
cool. Issue is how close. It don't matter.
I got 90 feet.
Yeah, that's
Well,
good.
how close to the door are they?
They're about... The closest one was probably about 20 feet away from the door.
Okay.
And I would ask, sorry, real quick, for Thunderstep, do you need to be able to see where you're going?
Yeah, we'll have to have
Yep.
Lux push open the door a little. And Lux, how far are they apart? If they're it says 10 feet. I don't know if that means diameter. I assume.
I think it's where you leave, though. Not is it where you show up or where you leave?
That's a good point.
For Thunderstep, I think it's where you leave.
Yes, don't do it by friends.
Okay, yeah. I thought it was like a show up there.
I
It's
also
more of
could
like a
just.
bail.
I also just could take first attack. I don't mind. It's fine, really.
True.
I-
Okay.
I could just open the door so you have line of sight and get him in there. The first one's about 20 feet. I can't really tell how close to the other ones.
Well, I
they
guess,
are.
yeah,
How
let's
big
get,
were
let's
the
get there.
monsters again?
They were
I'm like
large.
showing-
They were large.
I'm
in
like
size.
showing him, but I'm invisible. Like this big.
Excellent.
Use
Bigger
your
than
boot?
me.
Bigger than
Yeah,
Thorn?
I would say they're
Okay.
bigger than Thor.
Several
Okay,
Thorns.
for like just D&D purposes, are we talking like 2x2s here bits?
2x2s, yeah.
Why
Okay.
don't we try and lure them into the hall?
Because
could
then they
try.
could get out.
No.
But they can't, yeah.
You'd only be one at a time.
I
and
would remind
I'll
you,
go at the
Charlie,
back.
that they breathed fire, and this is a narrow hallway.
Yes.
Yes, that
I
is
can
the
hypnotic
concern.
pattern
It's two for
and
you.
keep them charmed for a moment.
What we could do is I could cast somebody else to be invisible once we enter the room. Two can go into the room, and then Thorn does his big entrance. That at least gets 2 people safe.
Well,
outside
okay,
of
maybe
this
we
hallway.
get in there, close the door then. If we
Yes,
can't.
I'll guard the door.
Yes.
plan.
Yes.
If you want to cloak me, Hayden, then that'd be fine. Then you and I can reposition.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna like tap Silas in the shoulder, cast invisibility. Yeah, let's not die in here. This seems a bit not like us.
Not today.
Yeah. I could
and if
start with hypnotic pattern if that helps. Try
so.
and pause them in
Not a
their
bad
tracks,
idea.
and then we'll go.
If I may remind everyone that the monsters that were terrorizing the town, when they were deceased, they would
Ooh, thank
spray
you.
the fire everywhere. So
Mhm.
I mean, we don't know if these are the same thing, but just keep in mind.
I definitely get burned in the next minute.
Oh,
or so.
Thorn, you
Yeah.
will get burned, yes,
It's
but
just
a little
happened,
less
we know.
than
It's fine.
once it's dead, back up.
We have a flask of infinite water, and it's fine.
Yeah, I was
That'll be
gonna
alright.
say, Charlie, could you put that on your belt so I could have access to the water?
Almost unstopper.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, water brother.
Okay.
We all see Lux visible now, though, right? Because he cast the spell while he was invisible.
He just transferred
Yeah.
invisibility.
You
Oh
cast it at
shit!
third
That's,
level. You
I
cast it
didn't
at
know
third
that.
level, and then it'll be both of you.
That's true.
Oh, I didn't know that. Shit, that is true.
Thanks, Lux. Hayden.
Can you do it at third level?
No, I don't have third level
Yeah. I
spells.
didn't think so. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
If that's the case,
I'm fine with saying that you didn't cast it on.
yeah,
because
you don't have
you
to
would
cast it on
know
me,
that.
that's
I would not have mentioned it to
Yeah.
Silas.
All right, no problem.
Wouldn't even offer it.
Silas has blur and
I was gonna say,
I've
I
got
don't think
blur
Sassy
at-
blur, mirror
I've
image,
got blur,
and
mirror image,
invisibility.
and misty steps. So
God, you're
Andy
a
hardly
bubble
ever
boy.
gets into combat anymore. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe cast one now before.
and
I'm
shield.
gonna cast blur. Yeah, as
Okay.
we're getting ready.
I'm literally getting ready to I'm 100-yard sprint on
right
the
behind
ground
you,
ready.
Thorn.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
behind it.
You let me know when.
Okay.
I'm
Um,
holding my hypnotic pattern to, if they rush at us, if they're within 30 feet of each other, I'm gonna pattern them.
Did I? Oh, sorry, Pitts. Just a
Hmm?
quick question. Did I unlock both doors or just one of the double-sided doors?
Unlocking the one would unlock both
Okay.
with the way the lock was set up.
I'll swing both doors open and surprise round.
Real dramatic, all right.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yikers!
Okay.
these things
Yeah.
seemed alive, right?
Sorry, Charlie.
These things seemed alive, not like the spiders.
Yeah, they're very much alive. Yeah. Okay. They're very much alert. Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yep. Let's do
I'll
it.
just kind of look back to the team. Let's not die. Okay.
Research team 1.
Yeah.
Go.
Go.
First
Okay.
thing I'm gonna do is rage.
Yeah. As he's
And
doing
you
that,
wa-
I'll swing open the door.
We watch as I rage this iridescent The best way to describe it is when it's really hot day and you see the pavement.
Yeah.
That
come off
heat
the
shimmer?
pavement,
Yeah.
You just see that
Nice.
begin to just fill around him, and he just full Superman sprints because I get 65 movement when I rage.
Oh boy.
That's so much.
Yeah, I get half my movement for raging.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
All right.
it's another 20 feet, so 65 feet of movement, and I'm just full sprinting, glaive out
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you guys see as Lux pushes open the doors. You're assuming because the doors swing wide open. You see on the other side. You see these creatures. 3 of them. One kind of at the helm. 2 flanking on either side. Almost in an attack pattern that you'd see wolves or dogs use. And you see they start baring their teeth. You see as they're doing so, flames are spouting slightly out of the mouth and out of their nose. And you see Thorn take off faster than anybody has ever seen him move. He takes 3 quick strides before he's at full speed and he's flying down the hallway. What's everybody else doing?
He's got an after.
Running after him. I'm ready to
Yeah,
hypnotic.
Following after it.
Exactly. I'm just running to the
Slow
side.
motion magic gun
To the side
coming out
of
the
the.
holster.
All right.
I'm gonna run to the side of the creature just so I don't get hit by Thorn. That would be pathetic.
All right. Lux, can you make a stealth check for me?
Oh, of course.
Do you have advantage? Because I'm definitely distracted.
He's invisible. Of course he has advantage.
Yeah,
All right.
I got a natural 20.
I'm just looking
so
out for him,
31.
man. Okay.
31.
Natural 20 for 31.
Yeah, Lux, you go lightly on the balls of your feet immediately, and you start crossing your way over to like the right corner of the door. Thorn, you come flying in. Everybody starts rushing in behind you. And that's where we're going to go ahead and end it for tonight.
Yep.
I thought you were gonna say there was a trap of flame, you idiots.
The floor
Crap,
opens.
we all
There's a
just
pit. Oh no.
Yeah, I do the
Oh yeah,
Wile E.
guys, I forgot
Coyote.
to mention.
Held up a sign, help.
Just seeing that Tears of the Kingdom
Oh,
game
man.
over sign.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, we can't fuck this up, right? We got
We
this.
got
We have a whole
I
this.
think
week to sit
honestly,
on
it's
it
the
and
first
screw it
time
up.
y'all going with a plan.
Yeah, and it's just like
We're learning.
hoping for the best. Really, is the main plan.
The
But
plan is attack.
Yeah, our plan was fight it head on.
Yeah.
I mean, but at least you had like an order to it. There was more than what you
Yeah.
usually
We
have.
took a moment to assess the situation.
It's
and
true.
That's all Thorn was hoping.
Yeah.
Like, we're not just gonna like, oh. Whoa! That didn't really feel like a better plan.
You know
Oh,
what? It
God,
actually
good
has
times,
worked
good
out
times.
so far. So
Oh, so far so
Yeah,
good.
honestly.
Not too bad. Not too
But yeah,
bad.
so we're gonna have to go ahead and pick up this combat next episode. We're the casual ones. Just want to say thanks everybody for coming out. If you like our stuff, you like our content, make sure you check out our other playlists, and if you can, give us some likes and stuff like that and help us out a bunch. We'd appreciate it. But otherwise, thank you very much for joining. Thank you for watching, and we will talk to you again soon. Bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you soon.
yeah.
Bye now. Oh my goodness.
Sorry,
for that.
I don't know. I have no idea what we're talking about. I wasn't paying attention.
Peaches went on about this. Everyone responded to it.
Yeah.
Is the
Was it
15th
written in a
tentative
chat?
date
Was it written
No,
in a
like
chat
right
today?
now.
No, just now.
Okay, then yeah.
I said I can't make
listening
it
a
to our
YouTube
home
video.
game on
That's
the
right.
15th.
It's like the Eric Cartman
This is the
rap
clip that
over
goes
and
at the
over
end. This is it right here.
Was that in chat? No.